So, I'm not really going to talk about my time in NXT. Overall, it was great, but I don't want to give Rhea Ripley the attention after what she did. She could have ended my career before it even started.
I still think you should have changed your name to Red Eye after that. And think of the marketing opportunities for airlines and allergy medicine that would have come your way. You left a lot of money on the table.
Can you focus on our speech instead of bringing up bad ideas from the past?
Bad ideas? There's another tie-in you missed out on.
Please come in and save me from my idiot best friend.
Hey, soon-to-be Hall of Famers.
It's my old tag partner.
That didn't last very long, did it?
Unfortunately, no.
I just wanted to say that I am so excited and honored to induct you tonight.
We wouldn't want anyone else to do it.
I mean, Undertaker would have been pretty cool. Or President Rock. He actually texted us today. Check it out.
Can you please stop insulting Rhonda before she snaps your arm off?
It's fine.
Oh, now I can't find the text. Please tell me I didn't accidentally delete it.
Rhonda's the perfect person to induct us. She and I had some intense battles when I first got into WWE, especially that Money in the Bank match with the arm bar on top of the ladder.
I am definitely going to mention that tonight, and I have to tell that story about Trey's first night on Raw. That was crazy.
Do you think messages from the president self-destruct? Like, for security reasons?
I don't know about that. Oh, I almost forgot. This was on your door. See you out there soon.
What is it?
It's a note. From my parents.
You haven't talked to them in years.
No, my real parents. It says they're gonna be at the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight.
Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it either.
Between never hearing from them again after they sent me that letter in high school and then all those times I left tickets for them and they didn't show, I'd given up hope. But now I'm finally gonna meet my actual real parents. This is so cool.
Are you sure it's not some kind of misunderstanding?
It has to be them. Look, they signed it the same way they signed the letter I got in high school.
This really isn't the best time, but maybe we should talk about this whole thing with your birth parents. No, you can't do this.
What's there to talk about? They must have finally seen me on TV and tracked me down, which is all thanks to you. You're the one who encouraged my big debut on Raw, remember?
That's like your third plate. Are you sure you don't have a tapeworm?
It's just the food here at Raw is so much better than what I'm used to at NXT. Did you try these black beans? They really nailed the seasoning.
I'm good. Don't want a case of the bean cramps during my Money in the Bank qualifying match tonight against Ronda Rousey.
You're lost. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are reasons other than the food that I'd like to join you here on Raw. It's been kind of weird in NXT by myself.
Well, whenever you're done stuffing your face, it wouldn't hurt if you made the rounds here and introduced yourself. Never know what could happen.
You know what? That's a great idea. I'll do that right now. And by the time I'm done, dessert should be out.
Sure, I'll clean up your plate. Hey, where are you going? That goes out to the arena!
Finally, you all have a champion you can be proud of. And now that I've climbed this mountain, I plan on enjoying the view for a very, very long time. In fact, our GM, Randy Orton, might not like me saying this, but I'm the champ now, so who cares? The next decade of Monday Night Raw is going to be very monotonous because there will be no universal title changes. For the next 500 episodes, this is all you will see. Me in this ring, holding this championship.
Guys, are you seeing this?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm not sure why Trey from NXT is here, but let's focus on our champion.
Not the reaction I was expecting, but for those of you who'd find this upsetting, I'm sure there are other so-called championship matches you can watch where the titles will change hands frequently, but not mine.
Okay, this guy's officially insane. Security, do your jobs.
Are you kidding me?
I saw visiting backstage, but I guess he had other plans.
Are you lost? You know this isn't NXT, right? Let him in the ring. It's cool.
Come on, Joe, you're giving him what he wants. This guy craves the spotlight.
You mind telling me what you're doing out here?
I think we'd all like to know.
I got some really good advice from my friend Red. She's kind of new to Raw, but I'm sure you know who she is, right? Super talented. Bit of a temper sometimes, but you can relate. Anyway, she said I should go around and introduce myself, and I figured, why not start with the Universal Champion himself? So I'm Trey. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm not sure this is going to end well for Trey.
Do you think I'm some kind of joke?
No, not at all.
Shut your mouth before I break your arm. I didn't plan on competing tonight, but after your little interruption, I guess I'm going to have to start my decade of dominance 1 week early.
I wasn't planning on competing tonight either. I actually just ate a ton of food at catering, and my stomach's killing me. You mind if we postpone until next week?
I'm afraid that is not an option.
Okay, fine. But if I'm doing this, your title's on the line, right?
Sure. I didn't get to properly introduce myself. I'm Samoa Joe, the man who's gonna choke the life out of you.
We have an impromptu Universal Championship match coming up next. I think it's going to be more of a slaughter than a match.
I'm afraid you're right, Corey. We've seen Trey do some great things in NXT, but I don't think he's ready for this kind of challenge, especially with no time to prepare.
Yeah, well, it's too late now. This is happening, and I can't wait.
Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch. Told you it wasn't going to last very long.
Wait a second. Trey counters.
Joe's shoulders are down on the mat. He did it. We have a new Universal Champion.
Trey just pulled off one of the biggest
This
upsets
isn't over
in
yet.
WWE history.
I guess I was still right about it not lasting long, but this is unbelievable. All hell is broken loose on Raw, and we have an NXT superstar who just won the Universal Championship.
This is unprecedented. What happens
I'm gonna
next?
make you pay.
Other than Trey running for his life, I have no idea.
Hey, wait!
Can't slow down. Joe's gonna kill me. Shouldn't have eaten all that food.
What the hell did you just do?
I took your advice and it worked. I'm Universal Champion.
I meant you should talk to someone like the GM to try and get a call up, not interrupt Samoa Joe. I mean, congrats, your crazy way of doing things worked yet again, but now what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm just enjoying the moment. Also, I might throw up.
Also, you're my ride.
Sorry.
If you find your friend before I do, you tell him this is far from over.
The following contest is a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Making her way to the ring from New Jersey, Ashley Quinn.
The atmosphere inside this arena for this one is absolutely insane, guys.
And if you think this is insane, just wait until this thing kicks into high gear. You ain't seen nothing yet.
And I'd say this match will go a very long way in determining just who is WWE's most dominant woman.
It definitely will, Cole. But at the same time, whoever wins here tonight can't just rest on her laurels. There's a whole locker room full of women looking to take that top spot.
There is only one. Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
And from Venice, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
It absolutely amazes me how quickly and seamlessly Ronda Rousey made her transition from the world of mixed martial arts to WWE. She improves each and every time she steps in the ring.
A real natural.
Not that there are any easy matches in WWE, but this is certainly a tough draw for Red in this Money in the Bank qualifying match.
Oh, I agree, Michael. Having to defeat Ronda Rousey just to get a chance to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match is no easy task.
It's kind of like surviving an encounter with a great white, only to get thrown into a river of piranhas. Good luck with that, Red.
Red setting up something big.
Hold on, what is Samoa Joe doing out here?
Did you find your friend yet? Huh? Where is he? Answer me.
I don't know where he went. This is not my problem.
Here comes Ronda from behind.
Piper's Pit.
And that'll do it. Ronda Rousey has qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match, albeit under somewhat controversial circumstances.
Controversial. Red should have stayed focused on her opponent. That's on her.
Well, it appears Ronda Rousey is also somewhat frustrated with how things went down.
Hey, a win's a win, and if Trey hadn't run away like a coward, this never would have happened. Maybe Red needs to have a talk with her best friend.
Hey, there's like 100 other benches in this mall. Go find one.
Psst. Look.
Seriously, I will not hesitate to punch you in the junk. Trey?
Yeah, it's me, but keep it down. I'm indiscreto.
I think you mean incognito.
Whatever, I just don't want Samoa Joe to find me.
I'm pretty sure he's not here.
Good. But just in case, look off into the distance when you're talking to me.
I tried calling you all week, but your phone went straight to voicemail.
That's because I smashed it. I'm also wearing different deodorant to throw Samoa Joe off my trail. Can't be too cautious.
And I don't know if you heard, but Joe ended up costing me my Money in the Bank qualifying match. You poked the bear and then ran away, leaving me to deal with him.
I'm sorry, and I'll make it up to you somehow, but don't get hot because I'm the Universal Champion.
That's not what this is about.
Are you sure you're not a tiny bit jealous I won a title in WWE before you when you're supposed to be the in-ring star? And I did it when I wasn't even an official member of the roster.
I mean this in the nicest way. But you got lucky.
I reversed a coquina clutch into a pin. That's not luck.
I'm the one who taught you that when we were training in Calgary.
Fine. Then I guess this is yours. Take it.
Stop. One of the reasons I was trying to get a hold of you is Randy Orton wants to give you a short-term Raw contract. So congrats, you got what you wanted, at least as long as you're champion.
Yes! I mean, yes.
Don't get too excited. Orton also wanted me to let you know you're defending your title on Monday.
Let me guess, against Samoa Joe?
No, he's mad at Joe for letting this turn into the single worst thing to ever happen in WWE. His words. So instead, you're going to face Brock Lesnar.
Cool. You sure you don't want this?
Sorry, you got yourself into this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
Here we go, guys. The championship is on the line here in this one.
And I'll tell you, Cole, the champion has never looked more dominant than right here, right now.
And Byron, you simply cannot deny the magnitude of this match right here.
Well, the interest level always seems to kick up a notch whenever the title's on the line. But tonight, given who the champ is defending against, seems to come with even more intrigue.
The longest reigning Universal Champion in history.
The Beast, the Conqueror, the Mayor of Suplex City. Brock Lesnar has earned every nickname bestowed upon him.
The most decorated combat athlete in the world, gracing WWE with his presence. Someone's gonna take a trip to Suplex City.
Yeah, that's almost guaranteed. Brock Lesnar is ready for a fight.
Introducing the challenger, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar! And introducing the champion, from New Jersey, weighing in at 243 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, Jeff.
Winning the Universal title makes you the guy in WWE.
Between interrupting and defeating Samoa Joe, then essentially going into hiding before being awarded a temporary Raw contract, it's certainly been a roller coaster of a week for our Universal Champion Trey.
Our GM wants that roller coaster ride to come to a screeching halt. So much so that he convinced Brock Lesnar to compete in a non-pay-per-view match for the first time in years. It doesn't take a genius to predict that this will be the first and last time Trey defends the Universal Championship.
Hey, no one thought he'd be in this position tonight, but he somehow pulled that off. Never say never.
Never.
Man.
Brock counters with the F5.
It's Samoa Joe. Wait, he's got Paul Heyman in the Coquina clutch.
Why? Is he insane?
And now the Beast is headed straight for Samoa Joe.
Joe's unloading on Brock with that baseball bat.
Wait, the bell just rang. I think the referee disqualified Trey for Samoa Joe attacking Brock.
Trey still retains the Universal Championship.
That's my Universal title, and I'm going to take it back. Not anyone else. So Randy Orton, until you give me my rematch, get used to this happening over and over again.
Trey, it's been a while. Just wanted to say that I know the world was shocked when you won the Universal Championship, but not me. Always knew you had it. Anyway, if you could mention on TV that I trained you, it would really help out my business. You know, just as sort of a thank you to me for helping you get your start. Oh, and if you don't mind, give me a heads up before you do it. That way I can have the VCR queued up. All right, thanks, buddy.
Hey, I I was flipping through channels while I was doing my 5th straight hour of cardio last night, and I think I saw you on something called Monday Night Bra. Anyway, just wanted to let you know I caught just enough to see you lose, which unfortunately sent me into a fit of laughter and disrupted my cardio, but it was totally worth it.
Hey, it was unfortunate Samoa Joe cost you your Money in the Bank qualifying match, but at least you have another shot tonight in the last chance fatal 4-way. Consider it a thank you for tracking down your friend.
Hey, I heard you're in the fatal 4-way last chance match. So that means you only need to beat 3 women tonight, then 5 other women who didn't need 2 tries to qualify for the Money in the Bank match to then get a chance to face me for my title. I'm not much of a gambler, but I really like those odds.
How about we forget those 8 other women that I smash you in the face and take your title right now? Because I really like those odds.
I know you're used to handouts everywhere else you've been, but last time I checked, they don't call me Mela is Charity. So good luck, long shots.
Hey, Vipes! Heard you wanted to talk?
Look, I get you're trying to do what's best for your career, but I'm not your biggest fan right now. So don't walk in here like some jackass calling me Vipes or any other stupid name you come up with.
I'm feeling a negative vibe here. But maybe we should try to work together since this jackass is your Universal Champion.
Not for long. You got lucky tonight with Samoa Joe helping you, but that will not happen again next week when Joe is banned from the building.
Solid move, Mr. Raw General Manager Randy Orton. Is that better?
Don't test me.
So next week, am I facing Brock Lesnar again?
No, he had his shot. You're going up against someone I can guarantee will take your title and send you packing back to NXT.
Kurt Hawkins?
Yeah, that's it.
Really?
No. You'll be facing the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Hey, I meant it when I said I would make up for Samoa Joe costing you your Money in the Bank qualifying shot last week. So, how can I help in the last chance match tonight?
I appreciate the offer, but I think I want to handle this one on my own. Besides, haven't you caused enough trouble around here already?
Don't you want to guarantee a spot in the Money in the Bank match? It could lead to you holding a title, which I know you're dying to do so you can shut me up about winning one before you.
I don't know. Fine. I'll take your help, but only if I really need it, okay?
Now you're thinking like a champion, and I should know since I am one.
Shut up.
The following contest is a last chance match. Making her way to the ring from New Jersey, Ashley Quinn.
Guys, this match is sure to not disappoint, especially considering who's involved here tonight.
You're absolutely right, Michael. This match will be one we'll be talking about for a long time to come.
Look who's here on Raw!
Yeah, Michael!
It's Bayley!
Give me a hug, man!
No!
And her opponents, first, from San Jose, California, Bayley!
So much accomplished in her young career, and now here on Monday Night Raw, a former women's champion.
Well, Bayley is a prime example of someone who had a dream, followed that dream, and achieved greatness as a result.
The War Goddess.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
Ember Moon has become something of a loner here. The rest of the women's locker room doesn't seem to understand her.
Oh, the War Goddess isn't looking for friends. She's looking for worshippers, and she's found plenty in the WWE Universe.
Tell me, Corey, what should we expect to see from her here tonight?
Well, Cole, my sources are telling me that she's been working on a few new offensive moves. I can't confirm that we'll see them here tonight, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out for.
Here comes the fire and desire.
And from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Byron, I would love to see you interview Sonya Deville so she could punch you right in the mouth.
I wouldn't enjoy that at all.
Sonya Deville is as bad as they come.
Disciplined, driven. In fact, the day that Sonya Deville graduated high school, she packed up her car, drove down to South Florida, and began training full-time in mixed martial arts.
As this last chance fatal four-way elimination match gets underway, you can almost feel the sense of desperation in the air.
That's just Saxton trying to line up a date for after the show.
Okay, I'm going to ignore that, but what I believe Michael was referring to is the fact that only one of these women will earn the final spot in the upcoming Money in the Bank ladder match. The other three, they're going home empty-handed.
It's down to the final two. One of these women will go on to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
It's our Universal Champion, Trey!
This guy's been causing all sorts of trouble lately. He just needs to stay in the back, permanently.
Red takes advantage. And she wins! Red has earned the final spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I don't know if I'd use the word earned. She got it by relying on her friend's help.
Wait, how do we even know she wanted his help? She doesn't look very happy with him right now.
Okay, I'm not buying it. There's no doubt in my mind these two planned this entire thing.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw, where a general manager is still trying everything he can to get the Universal title off of Trey.
This week, Samoa Joe is banned from the arena, so he can't interfere on the champion's behalf again when Trey takes on Braun Strowman.
General Manager Randy Orton was also not pleased that Trey got involved in Red's last chance Money in the Bank qualifying match. So tonight, Red will take on Bayley in a so-called last chance match.
The winner will earn the final spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. After Trey's interference in Red's match last week, this is her final chance to qualify for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
How many chances is Red going to receive? It's getting a little ridiculous.
To be fair, Red did win the match last week, so if anything, this is really another chance for her to lose something she already had. It's more of a punishment than it is a reward.
Whatever you say, Byron.
Oh, right to the face. That's a good way to make your presence felt.
Oh, the reversal by Bayley. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Dangerous situation here, guys. Downright treacherous.
I spoke with Bayley earlier tonight, and she told me she's not embarrassed or ashamed of the love and passion she had for WWE growing up. She's proud to look back at her poems and essays that convey her desires to be a superstar.
Oh, right to the face.
And Bayley evades that one.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Very difficult position to be in right now. Shoulders down for the count.
Too soon.
With what Byron said about Bayley's childhood essays in mind, it's safe to say that Bayley, just like the average fan in the crowd, her super fandom is what makes her relatable to everyone in the hugger section.
Yeah, it may be true, but my sources in the San Jose School District tell me she got all F's on those essays. Bayley's case of arrested development needs to end if she ever wants to be taken seriously as a WWE superstar.
It's starting to come together in a big way.
Maintain the aggression.
Ooh, neck breaker.
Looks like Bayley's getting pushed to the limit here.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Oh, the reversal by Bayley.
Changes her fortune there.
Oh, what impact. Knee drop. We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control? Right to the back of the neck. Could this be it? And again, she refuses to stay down.
Gonna take more than that.
And she's toying with her now. Well, it's not going to be pretty. Go to sleep, GTS.
Night, night.
Cover. 2 count. The cover. And this one's history. What a win.
Here is your winner, Ashley Quinn.
Without even breaking a sweat, this one is over.
Hey, she was the better woman of the two tonight. It's that simple.
And that's the kind of action we've come to expect here on Raw. What an amazing match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
As we get started here, let me remind everybody that the title is on the line here tonight.
Yeah, but that's just a mere formality. The way I see it, there's no way we crown a new champion tonight.
And everyone knows his passion is that championship. I can only imagine how crushing it would be to lose it here tonight.
But it's also that passion for the championship that drives him to succeed. And I'm willing to bet he'll be more driven than ever here tonight.
Here comes the monster among men.
Strowman's an absolute force of nature. Terrifyingly powerful.
Yeah, think about what Braun Strowman has accomplished. He holds the record for the most eliminations in a single elimination chamber match with 5.
What about the time Strowman outlasted 49 other superstars to win the greatest Royal Rumble match, the biggest in WWE history?
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman! And introducing the champion, from New Jersey, weighing in at 243 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, Jeff.
Winning the Universal title makes you the guy in WWE.
With Samoa Joe banned from the arena, what are the odds Trey can hold on to the Universal Championship against the monster among men, Braun Strowman?
I'd say not very good at all, but crazier things have happened lately, like Trey winning the Universal Championship in the first place.
Guys, enjoy this match while you can, because it's the last time you'll be seeing Trey on Monday Night Raw for a very, very long time.
Braun reverses.
And Strowman hits the running power slam. That might be it for Trey.
Braun!
Wait, that's Samoa Joe.
Since I was banned from the building tonight, I had some rare free time on my hands. So I thought, what should I do? Well, you might not know this about me, but I'm a huge fan of men's slow-pitch softball. And I actually remembered, Braun, that your old man was one of the greatest softball players of all time. In fact, he hit so many home runs in his day that they called him the Crusher. So I decided to come to your hometown and see the Crusher in action. And he did not disappoint. But now, the game's almost over. I can't wait to meet your dad in the parking lot. I mean, since I got to see what he's capable of with a bat, I figured it's only fair that I show him what I can do.
Braun Strowman has seen enough. He's going to try to hunt down Samoa Joe.
And he's also going to get counted out.
It's all over. Trey wins.
You gotta be kidding me. Trey has to be the luckiest guy on the planet, because yet again he manages to escape with the Universal Championship.
Well, you lucked out again.
Hey, it's not my fault Samoa Joe's such a big fan of softball.
Assuming Braun Strowman doesn't end up in jail for whatever he does to Joe, you're going to face Braun again at Money in the Bank. Well, actually, before Money in the Bank.
You're putting the Universal Championship match on the kickoff show?
Not exactly. The only way I can guarantee Samoa Joe won't be involved again is if your match takes place before the show when the doors are locked and no one else is in the building. It's going to be an empty arena match.
Hey, at least this won't be my first empty arena match since I had one before against Jerry Lawler.
When was that?
Oh, it was in a dream I had, but still, good practice. Speaking of dreaming, I'm gonna go rest up for my big match. Later, Vipes. I mean, Mr. Raw General Manager Randy Orton.
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we cover everything from the world of women's professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. As always, I'm your host, Robin Ray, along with my good friend and MMA junkie, Kit Lasco.
Do you have to say junkie? It sounds like I need to attend a meeting.
Oh, come on, it's just a figure of speech.
Okay, so figure out something else to say.
Okay, fine. Well, I was going to discuss the huge announcement of the new SmackDown Live Women's Championship by GM Daniel Bryan, but since it seems like you're all fired up today, let's start with some MMA talk. What do you got?
How about MMA aficionado? Or pundit? That sounds fancy.
I'd prefer not to spend any more time on your show intro.
Okay, whatever. What I'd like to pundit on is MMA phenom, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun, who just dominated her most recent fight to advance her record to 5-0.
Ooh, American hero, huh? Well, I guess she thinks pretty highly of herself.
Well, she's certainly confident, yeah. But the thing is, she can back it up.
Okay.
You remember, I mentioned her last year when she first debuted, and I'm calling it again now. She is going to be a megastar in MMA.
Well, speaking of megastars, let's talk about my prediction on who will win the six-pack challenge to be crowned the first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion. I'm going with Becky Lynch. I feel like she's ready to become the cornerstone of SmackDown Live and maybe even WWE.
Look, I appreciate your enthusiasm and also all the progress that the women have made, but cornerstone of WWE? I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see that happening.
Well, I have a good feeling about this, even though I'm not a pundit.
No, you're not.
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we cover everything from the world of women's professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. As always, I'm your host, Robin Ray, along with my good friend and MMA pundit, Kit Lasco.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Robin.
You're so welcome. Okay, the main topic I'd like to discuss today is the upcoming third annual Mae Young Classic tournament. We're only a couple months away, so the participants should be announced soon, right?
Well, honestly, it doesn't really matter who's in it, because mark my word, Rhea Ripley is going to win the whole thing this year.
Okay, didn't you say that last year?
I don't recall.
Well, nonetheless, in 2018, Rhea lost in the semifinals to Io Shirai, who then went on to be defeated by Toni Storm in the finals. So if anything, shouldn't Shirai be the favorite?
Well, I guess if you're painting by numbers, I mean...
What? Painting by numbers?
Yeah.
It's all speculation at this point. We don't even know who's in the field yet. There could be some dark horse who comes out of nowhere to win the whole thing, but as of right now, I can only go off what we do know.
And if you actually think about who's driven to win this thing, and who has all the tools to do it, it's Rhea Ripley.
Okay, then please provide some evidence to support that statement.
Pundits don't need evidence.
I can tell this is going to be another one of those shows.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the inaugural episode of The Buzz and Cole Show. I'm one of your hosts, WWE superstar Buzz, and I believe we have my co-host on the line now. Cole, are you there? Did we figure out our technical difficulties?
Yeah, I'm here, and that's still a working title for the show, right? Because I feel like we can do a lot better. You get my email with the list of names I came up with?
Yeah, I did. I figured we'd discuss them off the air, though.
And let's hash it out now. Oh, that's a good one. Hashing it out. Could maybe even get some kind of hash brown sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. What else you got?
Bro by bro. Get it? It's like the expression blow by blow, which is like a detailed account of an event, but I replaced blow with bro because we're bros.
Like I said, happy to discuss this off the air.
Come on, we're on a roll.
Are we?
Okay. How about the Sodcast?
I don't get it.
It's another opportunity for sponsorship from the sod industry.
I kind of figured we'd cover our careers and wrestling in general. So, with a name like that, wouldn't we have to talk about sod?
Yeah, sometimes. But we'd work it in organically.
Ugh.
Like how sod is made of organic matter.
Uh-huh.
See? It's that easy.
You know what? Let's worry about this later, okay? Where are you right now anyway?
Just getting to an indie show in a strip mall. We couldn't run here a few months ago because it was being used as a Halloween store. And not all of us can be living the glamorous WWE lifestyle, you know?
Hey, it's not always glamorous, okay? On my last flight, I sat next to Rowan, and he insisted on clipping his toenails. I'm pretty sure one flew into my hummus, and I ate it.
So they just left all this cool stuff here? There's gotta be like 200 sets of fake vampires in. Oh, it's those hilarious arms you can stick out the car trunk.
Cole, are you there?
Oh yeah, sorry. There's just a ton of stuff left over from when it was a Halloween store. Can I pick this up later? Yeah, we'll just edit in like a hash brown or sod commercial here, and no one will even know the difference. Yeah, see ya.
They said do a podcast. It'll be fun. You'll love it. Ugh. We'll be back. At some point.
Welcome back to a special live edition of Women Who Fight, recapping everything we just saw at Evolution, where Red completed her improbable run by defeating Rhea Ripley to win the Mae Young Classic. Kit, I seem to remember you being pretty confident that Rhea Ripley was going to win the whole thing.
I also seem to remember you thinking Io Shirai was going to win it. At least my predicted winner made it to the finals.
Okay, so we were both wrong. Okay, but let's talk about what this means for Red going forward.
Okay.
The Mae Young trophy's nice, but you have to assume the even bigger prize she earned tonight was a WWE contract.
Well, yeah, more specifically an NXT contract. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an announcement regarding that very soon.
Based on the success of previous winners, Kairi Sane and Toni Storm, I don't think it's crazy to think that Red could capture championship gold in the very near future.
Whoa, take it easy there. She doesn't even have a deal yet as far as we know. And besides, didn't you learn your lesson on wrongly predicting the winner of the Mae Young Classic?
I'm just saying, Kairi Sane won the NXT Women's Championship less than a year after winning the first Mae Young Classic, and then Toni Storm won the NXT UK Women's Championship only a few months after she won last year's Mae Young. There is data to back this up.
Okay, but just because it happened for those women doesn't mean it will happen for Red. Well, I think you're getting way ahead of yourself.
Okay, we'll revisit this at a later date and see if I was right. Until then, let's get back to discussing an amazing show.
Coleman, did you happen to catch NXT last week?
I never miss it. I like to watch and say, yep, better than that guy. Oof, better than that loser. Way better than that turkey.
Sounds like a fun way to watch the show.
It is. But there is one guy there who is pretty awesome. I can't remember his name, though. It rhymes with Fanny. Looks like he's about 17.
Oh, you mean Manny?
No, but that's close. Maybe it was Nanny or Granny. It'll come to me.
Anyway, I wanted to ask what you thought about Trey hijacking the show and calling out Velveteen Dream. Kind of reminded me of when we invaded NXT a couple years back.
Yeah, but when we did it, we had super cool costumes from my Uncle Don's costume shop in Syracuse, New York. You're welcome, Uncle Don.
Well, our little stunt in NXT kind of backfired with Triple H and Baron. But so far, it looks like it's working out for Trey because he ended up getting Velveteen to be his partner for the Dusty Classic.
Cranny! That's it!
That's definitely not it. Your thoughts on Trey?
He's a loudmouth, and all he cares about is his look and doing whatever he can to entertain the crowd. Hey, how about you focus on winning a match, you turkey?
Okay, I feel like you're trying to make turkey into a thing, but it's not really happening.
That's exactly what a turkey would say.
Ugh.
Welcome back to another edition of Women Who Fight with MMA Authority. Hey, Kit Lasco, and yours truly, the pro wrestling prognosticator, Robin Ray.
Are you really calling yourself that now?
Uh-huh, because that's what I do. I prognosticate.
You correctly predicted that Red would hold a title within a year of winning the Mae Young Classic, and now for the last month, you haven't stopped bragging about it. It's really not a good look.
Whatever.
Oh, but I guess you need to get your bragging in while you can before Red loses her championship back to Candice LeRae in their singles match.
And what makes you so sure that's going to happen?
Because Red's had that brutal eye injury, and there's no way she's been able to train consistently. Maybe she could overcome that in a normal match, but not in an Iron Woman match where stamina means everything.
Oh, since when are you an expert on stamina? You get winded going up my podcast studio stairs.
You mean your parents' basement stairs? Which happen to be very steep. And I'm an expert because I cover MMA, okay? So I know a lot more than you do about how a fighter's cardio and training can affect the outcome of the fight.
Fine, fair enough. And speaking of MMA, I have to mention the article you just wrote about how MMA star Brooklyn Von Braun and Red actually went to high school together. That is such a crazy story.
Dude, I know. Yeah, Brooklyn only had limited time to talk to me because of her busy schedule, but she had some very interesting things to say about Red and her friend Trey. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I won't, because at one point, Brooklyn claimed Red used to change in private after gym class because she had 3 butt cheeks. You gotta read the article, people.
Gotta read it.
It's crazy.
Welcome back to the Buzz and Cole Show, and we are talking...
Working title.
Cole, we've been doing this podcast for like 2 years now. I think it's safe to say at this point, we're sticking with that name.
Hey, I thought it was going to be Mr. CQ forever. And then I switched to Black Hole Cole, and then just regular Cole. So you never know when you might undergo a name change. And besides, at one point, didn't they talk about changing your name to The Buzz Encounter?
Well, that's a story for a different episode. What I want to talk about is what shocked everyone last week, and that was Trey from NXT showing up on Raw and beating Samoa Joe for the Universal title. I mean, talk about a debut.
Yeah, it reminded me of when I first debuted in Japan. I also showed up out of nowhere and beat their solar system champion, Fiji Tom. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, okay, you're clearly just making that up.
Hey, you were busy flirting with Charlotte on SmackDown when I debuted in Japan, so how would you even know?
Okay, I watched your matches on the internet, Cole, and Charlotte and I are just friends, so I wouldn't call it flirting.
What'd you call it? Wooing?
Ugh.
See what I did there? Woo!
And yet again, we are absurdly off topic.
Woo! Sorry, once you start wooing, it's almost impossible to stop. Woo!
Okay.
Woo! Woo!
Are you done?
Almost. Woo! Okay, I'm good now. Please, continue.
All right, back to Trey defeating...
Woo! Sorry.
No. No. Stop chasing me. Leave me alone.
Welcome to the kickoff show for Money in the Bank, where in just a few moments, Trey will defend his Universal Championship against Braun Strowman in an empty arena match.
Trey's been bailed out these past few weeks by Samoa Joe, but that will not happen again tonight. He's going to have to win this match on his own, which I don't see happening.
The deck is certainly stacked against Trey like it has never been before.
The following contest is an empty arena match and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys.
And don't be surprised if history is made here tonight. I know the champ has looked good as of late, but I'd say the opposition has looked just as good, if not better.
And it seems to me like the champ is eager for the opening bell to sound.
Yeah, he's clearly itching to get this match underway, as is this capacity crowd.
The monster among men.
Take cover, Saxton. You'd be best served climbing under the commentary table. Something's for sure about to be broken. A true force of nature in Braun Strowman.
Yeah, you start to feel like there's nothing Braun Strowman can't do.
Well, there is one thing we know for a fact Braun Strowman can't do, and that is be stopped. The monster among men is unbelievable.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman! And introducing the champion, from New Jersey, weighing in at 243 pounds, he is the WWE Universal Champion, Jeff How?
This is always a match with enormous implications for the landscape of the entire WWE.
This capacity crowd is waiting with bated breath. The Universal Championship. It doesn't get bigger than this.
We're so accustomed to the presence of the WWE Universe that there's almost an eerie silence in the arena right now.
Well, you have to wonder if that will affect either superstar. Playing off the energy of the crowd can sometimes be a huge momentum boost.
Well, I really don't think it's going to matter. It's kind of like that old saying. If Trey gets his ass kicked in an arena and no one's around to see it, did it still happen? Yes. Yes, it did.
That was really deep, Corey. Trey's giving it everything he's got to take down the monster among men.
Braun with a power slam.
Hold on, it's Samoa Joe. He was hiding underneath the ring. Braun just snapped that back like it was nothing.
Strowman counters with a boot to the face.
Here's the cover on Trey.
2, 3.
It's over. Braun Strowman is your new Universal Champion.
Finally, someone else caught a break for a change.
And Samoa Joe is now realizing what transpired, and he is not happy, to say the least.
I'm sorry about your title, but there's no shame in losing to Braun, especially with how it went down.
I'm not that upset about losing the Universal Championship. Even though my run was short, it was memorable. I'm more disappointed that my time on Raw has come to an end.
What do you want?
You couldn't hang on to the title just a little bit longer, so I could take it from you.
And whose fault is that?
I did everything I could to preserve my rematch, but it wasn't enough. Title or no title, I'm still going to choke you out.
Let's do this.
Hey, that's enough!
Come on now. Hey, take it easy.
I've had enough of you these past few weeks. Not only did you lose the Universal title to someone who wasn't even a Raw superstar, but then you went to the extreme lengths to interfere in multiple championship matches, so you've left me with no other choice. You're fired!
This isn't over, because the moment you feel safe and stop looking over your shoulder, I'll be back to destroy you.
Make sure he leaves immediately! I spoke to the doctor. He thinks you'll be fine to compete next week.
Oh, okay. I'll let NXT know.
No, I meant on Raw. I've decided to give you a permanent contract.
Really?
Why?
I know I've been hard on you, but I do see some potential. Your in-ring skills need work, but you can be entertaining at times.
See? That's what I've been saying all these years. I put the entertainment in sports entertainment.
I'm gonna leave before you say anything else that makes me regret my decision.
Thanks, Vipes. I can call you that now, right?
No.
I'm happy for you. This is pretty awesome.
I have officially arrived.
Yeah, you got the spotlight now. No more being indiscreto.
Well, I'm ready for people to know who I am. And hey, now that I'm gonna be on TV every week, maybe even my real parents will see me. I should start leaving tickets for them at every big event, you know, just in case they show up. And this is all thanks to you.
Yeah, well, I can't take credit for everything.
Now there's only one thing left to do tonight. We go out there and win the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I appreciate the support, but I need to do this on my own.
You sure? With Selena Vega in the match, there's a good chance Andrade will get involved at some point.
Maybe. So, how about you stay back here, and if Andrade does interfere, then you take him out. Deal?
Deal. I got your back. The package deal is together again on Raw. Already got one contract, about to get another, might even meet my real parents soon. All of our dreams are coming true. Well, I guess now that I'm all alone, I can properly celebrate. I got a Raw contract. The ink's dry so they can't give it back. I got a Raw contract. I'm kinda hungry, I need a snack. Yeah! I got a Raw contract. I got a Raw contract.
I think I left my phone in... You're the worst.
I got a Raw contract. I got a...
Hey,
Oh.